Yeah, this is 14. So, I'm wondering because Joey hates it and he's not here to say no. If we just roll an intro, and then that way he's just like, I, I don't want to do that anymore, guys.
I don't want to do it.
And then we're just like, we're gonna do it anyways because you weren't here to say no. Because Joey has exciting news that we'll let him share the next time that he's in. But welcome back to another episode of the ThereØF podcast. I'm Troy.
Javal?
And this is episode 14. Joey-less today because he has some stuff going on. And it's all good. Super happy. But I just don't want to say it without him saying it. So, as you can see, we have some fun tools here. I decided to bring a bottle that is not a twist cap because it's an IPA. And, well, it's not an IPA. It's actually a Christmas ale. But, hey, you know what? So, yeah, I didn't have a bottle opener. I asked for a bottle opener from Javal, and I got vice grips.
Hey, it works.
It worked. It worked great, obviously. Vice grips for everything. But I was trying other methods, and now I got a nice little Band-Aid on my finger because I'm an idiot. No, we won't. Ow. Unless that's on film. I don't know what.
Yeah, that's that
That's a mechanic's nipple clamps right there.
That's
And
that
the
that-
vice grips.
that's that 30 Shades Gray for you.
30 shades? What happened to the other 20?
I had to, step it up a notch.
Yeah.
You
stepped it down though. It's 50 shades of gray. You went down to 30. So, I mean, I don't know. It's been a while since I've had to use math like yesterday, but I mean, I think 20 is less than 30. 50. See, now you got me messing everything.
You don't know how to count. You just a genius. Most geniuses don't know how to count those, though. That's normal.
I am far from a genius. If you notice anything is better with the sound this time, we've gone through a couple changes. We are still recording on the phone, but we're inputting 3.5 millimeter audio into it we got a new mixer, we got a new headphone amplifier. So we got some new equipment, new setup, so we're trying it out. So if everything's just jacked, then you won't see this. If it's super bad, I'm not going to put this out. But if it's respectable, then hey, new setup's working. I'm also rolling on the laptop with another audio track out of this thing to see which one's better. So if we're blown out like crazy from the 3.5 millimeter out into the phone, then hey, I have a backup audio just in case. So should be fun. So hopefully this all turns out well, and it's not all just binned in a deleted folder somewhere on my computer. So how's everything going?
Everything's pretty good. I just spent 10 hours get my mom's food ordered and finally delivered to her.
Thanks, DoorDash.
Yeah, DoorDash, they wouldn't accept my PayPal card, my bank card. No,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a conspiracy. I don't know what's going on.
That's exactly what it is. It's a conspiracy by
Yeah.
DoorDash just for you.
So I
I was
finally
putting it down.
broke down and called the Chinese restaurant and ordered over the phone with my card. Finally got her food delivered. It's like after 9 o'clock, so she's probably mad.
Mhm.
It's 9 o'clock at night.
So you want to hear something funny about food delivery too? Is I had to leave here because I forgot a piece at home of this whole new setup. So I did drive back, right?
Right.
So I get a text that was asking if we were done recording, right, from Elena. And I'm like, nope, I'm actually running home to go pick up something else. We haven't even started. And she was not very happy. It was just great,
Right.
right? And I was like, yeah, okay. Yep, I get that. So on my way home, I get stopped at the light right before my house. I'm pulling up to my driveway, and another car is coming from the other direction,
Right.
and it turns into my driveway.
Who was it?
It was food delivery. But my driveway is skinny, like everybody's driveway normally is.
Yeah.
But you can't turn around in my driveway, and I live on a busy street, so you can't really back out, so you kind of have to turn around in the driveway.
Right.
So I'm just like, great, So I had to go around the block and then wait on the corner until the car left before I could actually get into my house. And then I just got a text that said sorry. And I was like, it's considering I haven't even started recording yet and I'm back an hour later, we'll make this even.
So you couldn't get into your own driveway, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to go around the block in order to actually pull into my driveway to go and get the cable that we needed to record this.
Did she order enough food for you?
No.
For both of y'all?
No, she didn't ask me if I wanted anything. She got food for her and
where's she order from? Who she order from?
Applebee's.
Applebee's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, honey, I got a nice juicy steak here, but it's all for me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The steak from Applebee's is complete shit nowadays. I mean, even Outback's fallen off by a bunch when it comes to steak.
Yeah.
Like when I worked there, we had good steaks, and now they're trash.
Prices is still decent though at Outback.
Yeah, but I'd rather go to Aldi and buy a $10, like a $12 strip steak and cook it at home because it tastes better. And hey, I spent less on it. You know, I didn't have a delivery fee. Because I can make mashed potatoes. I can make, all of the other stuff too. I mean, plus I worked there for a while, so I can cook some of the stuff that they sell there. Like, if you want a bloomin' onion, I can make you a bloomin' onion. Like, that's not bad.
Yeah, I'll make you some eggs over easy. Well done.
Over easy? Our 11-year-old likes to ask for her eggs over easy. I'm like, you don't want them over easy. She's like, yeah, I do. I'm like, okay, describe it to me. Well, I want the whites cooked, but I want the yolk to be a little runny. I was like, you want it over medium like I have them.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, over easy. And I was like, all right, I'll make you over easy eggs. And it's all still half cooked and everything. And she's like, I don't want this. They're too runny. I'm like, you want it over easy. Too bad. Eat them.
Hey, I like my eggs the same way I like my women. Feel me?
You're supposed to follow that up with the funny punchline of how you like them and how it pertains to your women.
Yeah, easy and running.
Easy and running. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Over easy. Okay. Yeah. I got it. Okay. Forgive me. I'm stupid. Anyways, I mean, you make like omelets and stuff too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make omelet. I can make a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're a little master chef.
Lightweight.
Right. So what we'll do is in the summer or when it warms up, we'll just we'll have an outdoor special. We'll have an episode from the kitchen. You can cook some stuff.
Yeah, I'll make my own homemade sauces.
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce, tomato aioli.
Okay.
Everything fresh.
If you need, hit up Javal in the comments. Slide into the DMs.
Yeah.
I mean, the comment section, totally out in the open.
Yeah, if you
DMs.
If you need something special made, just give me a holla. I'll come over and put it down for you.
Yeah, he'll come and crack some eggs.
Oh yeah, I definitely crack some eggs.
I don't know how we got here. I'm scared. So what else is new? I noticed that I had to take my shoes off when I came in, which is technically something I do at home already. And but it's surprising to do it here when you're like, no, wear your shoes, and now it's like,
Well, I cleaned the carpet, so got the kids running around. Want to make sure they stay healthy and they're not getting no germs from off the floor. So yeah, everybody taking their shoes off now, including me.
So we hit daylight savings time, and you decided, hey, we're springing forward, so I'm going to do a little bit. I'm going to get a jump on spring cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in the mood. I probably had a couple shots before I started cleaning.
Yeah. That sounds fair.
Right before work.
Yeah. Take a couple shots, you get in the cleaning mood, and then all of a sudden you're huffing the bathroom cleaner.
Huffing the bathroom cleaner with the couple shots. I was a little bit buzzed, so.
Yeah. That's CLR, man. You close that bathroom door and you get a little woozy.
My cats got a little buzz. They was laid out,
Don't come at us, PETA. Don't at us. Um, I was gonna say something. I don't remember what it was now.
Hey, what's up with that TikTok trend with it's called the BORGs, the BORGs that they've been making, where they take a gallon jug, and they add some liquor.
Oh,
What else? Liquor, sugar, um, Powerade, um, Red Bull, all this stuff they just mixing together in a gallon jug. It's like a lot of college students is doing it,
mm-hmm.
and now it's a TikTok challenge, and these kids are trying to drink a whole gallon jug.
Yeah.
This Borg is what they call it, and you
Mm.
got kids passing out, getting alcohol poison, dying, all types of silly shit.
Well, I mean that's happening already in colleges. Yeah, but no, I've heard a little bit about it. I don't have TikTok, so Elena does, so I catch some TikTok things from there.
Yeah,
I watch mostly YouTube shorts if I'm watching
it's
short
crazy.
form.
I'm talking about a whole gallon of alcohol, bruh.
Well, I mean the B and the O in it stands for blackout, right? Isn't it like
Yeah.
blackout rage gallon or
There you
something
go.
like that?
Yeah.
It would be my guess at least. I mean, I did something similar when I was in the dorms in the military, right?
I bet
we
you
would
did.
we would mix up, some. Yeah, I mean everybody knows like jungle juice and stuff like that, right? Where you just everybody brings a bottle and you just dump it into a giant container and you throw some fruit in it
Yeah.
and some juice and you're
Yeah.
good. I mean, this is essentially the same thing, only you're throwing it in a gallon
man.
jug and then you're chugging it.
I done went to a couple parties where we did some shit like that, but didn't nobody try to drink the whole gallon of alcohol straight.
So, I mean, we
to
used
the head. Didn't nobody take no gallon to the head like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
My friends have well, it depends on the proof of it realistically, because I could take like a handle of something that was low proof when I was in my like super crazy party days.
Yeah,
but
maybe like some Mad Dog, some MD 2020, something that ain't too high percentage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hell, Mad Dog is what really got me into. That was dipping the toe in the water there.
These kids is mixing Douce, Patron, high percentage alcohol beverages.
Well, I mean, right. But if you take something that's 40%, right? And you fill half of the jug with it, and then you mix it with juice, the other half, right? You're really cutting that in half, so it's 20%, which is, three times higher than this beer. 20% isn't that bad. That's liqueur level, I mean, that's not super crazy, but I mean, if you're doing it like I used to make drinks, where it's like 75% liquor with like a splash of something in it just for color, I'm essentially drinking it straight, but I don't want to seem like too much of an alcoholic, so I'm going to splash a little Dr. Pepper in it, or some orange juice.
Suicide mission.
Yeah. I mean, before Mexico, we used to take shots of Everclear and stuff like that. That was no joke, right? I'm pretty sure, like, if you were throwing like Everclear in these jugs and stuff, like you'd be done. Like that's alcohol poisoning in a bottle. But I mean, that's weird to say, alcohol poisoning in a bottle, because alcohol poisoning normally only comes in a bottle, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean, if you think about it, you're already partying until you pass out. But I mean, if you're into the binge drinking kind of scene, but I mean, it depends on how fast you consume it, because I've shown up late to like parties at bars and stuff like that, meeting up with everybody at the bar, and then I go up back in the day when Thursdays was still like actually cool. I don't even know if it's around anymore, but forever ago, everybody would be at Thursdays partying, right? Everybody would already be drunk by the time I got there, so I would pop in because I worked late. So I would get there like 3 hours after everybody was already there, and they're already super lit. So I go to the bar and I'd be like, all right, give me like 3 kamikazes, give me a giant beer, and give me a couple shots of tequila. And then I just go down the line, pop, 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 chug, 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 chug. Okay, I need another beer. And then in an hour, I'm going to be at everybody's level, because it's all going to hit at once. And it was super dumb to do, but it got
Oh,
me
yeah.
there. And at the time, I'm like, this is brilliant. But if you spread that out over a few hours, you're fine. If you hit too much of it all at once, you don't feel that ramp up to where it's like, oh, I'm out. If you pass out with half a bottle of fucking Hennessy in you, you're going down. It's not
Yeah, I know.
it's not gonna be great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could see how that's turning out pretty bad for people.
Oh yeah, it is definitely.
I mean, I had alcohol poisoning once. That was not a fun time. So, be responsible. Drink responsibly.
Yeah, don't drink a whole gallon
Cheers.
of alcohol.
You can drink a gallon if it's low proof, technically.
Share it with somebody. That way you ain't drinking a whole gallon.
Don't chug a gallon of anything. I mean, really. I mean, don't chug a gallon of water. That can kill you. Don't chug a gallon of milk. You're gonna vomit everywhere. Don't chug a gallon of liquor because both are gonna happen. You're gonna vomit and it can kill you.
No, I remember trying to drink a whole gallon of milk. My dude back in high school tried to pay me $20 to drink a whole gallon of milk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course, my dumb ass gonna try it. I'm thinking $20, that's easy. Like, yeah, run it. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting
I
there.
like milk.
Yeah, I like milk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Milk does the body good, right?
Oh, one of the biggest scams in advertising right there.
Ain't it though? So I'm trying to jug this gallon of milk. I get to like a quarter of the jug, not even half, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna finish this whole gallon.
Everybody's just sat back waiting. They know what's gonna happen. You're the only one not in on the joke.
I'm still drinking it. I didn't finish the whole gallon, but I ended up throwing up everywhere. Stomach hard as hell.
Yeah.
Couldn't finish it. Couldn't do it. There's people out there who can though.
I don't know if it's possible. I mean, even like competitive eaters who like drink actual like gallons of water, like more than one. Because I mean, you can actually overdose on water, right?
Yeah, if you drink too much water, because what it does when you drink too much water, I think it increases the oxygen in your brain or something.
No, I think it actually overfills your cells and it actually bursts your cells, and you actually like destroy all of the cells in your body and you're just dead.
It has some type of effect on your brain, though, definitely. Believe me.
I mean, there's cells in your brain. There's blood. I mean,
I'm not just talking.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor,
but I do know some common sense as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's I don't know if it's a theory or if the truth is coming out, but on the media and the news I've been reading, they're saying that Bruce Lee actually died from drinking too much water, from consuming too much water in between workouts and movies and doing his martial arts. That's been a big trend lately. I don't know how true it is.
What?
But yeah, they're saying that he died from drinking too much water, bruh.
Didn't he die from being shot?
Who? Bruce Lee?
Yeah, didn't he die on like
No,
while filming?
no, he didn't. No, they were saying he had a brain. How you say it?
Aneurysm?
A brain aneurysm. Something with his brain caused him to. He caused him to die.
I thought there was some accident that happened on Enter
That
the Dragon.
Wasn't that his? That might have been his son.
Oh, Brandon Lee.
Was that his son?
The Crow. He got killed. Yeah, he got shot. Because there was obstruction inside, and it was a blank, but it fired out and killed him.
Yeah, I think that was his son, bro.
Which is different than what happened on what's his face from 30 Rock with at Rust, the filming of Rust, where Alec Baldwin.
He
was doing a whole thing with the gun, rehearsing, and they give him a live gun.
Yeah.
And he fired a round that was alive, and a bullet killed somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
He shot and injured somebody, like went through them or something, and then killed somebody else.
I think he got charged for manslaughter or something. Yeah, he's fighting his case.
Yeah, I think charges have been pressed against him.
See, this is what I don't understand.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Come on, look. You're doing a movie. You're on the set. Y'all done did hundreds of movies.
Yep.
How in the hell does a live bullet end up in a toy gun or
It's a real
a
gun.
movie gun.
No.
Even if it's a real gun, how does a live bullet end up in the gun at a movie scene?
Well, one of the things is the armorer, the person who's in charge of all the guns and stuff on the production, they didn't know what the hell they were doing. That's why they're being charged too, because there is no reason that any type of live ammunition should ever be on a movie set.
Exactly. And you know what? That brings me to, look, it's got to be some type of conspiracy theory, or
Could be
somebody that set somebody up or something, because it just don't make sense, bro. It don't make no logical sense at all.
Sounds like an episode of like Monk. Do you remember that show with Adrian Monk?
Monk?
He was like a Monk. He was like a super germaphobe, but he worked with the police department. He was like a independent like consultant, one of those.
I don't remember seeing that.
And he was like a super genius when it came to like crime and stuff.
Right.
But
he would
sit there and like figure out all the little things, and he would see one little thing like Sherlock Holmes essentially. And that just seems like it would be like the plot of that, because it's like some of the stuff is so outrageous. Like
I heard about the show, I just never actually seen it.
Yeah, it just seems like that would be one hell of a conspiracy. It's like, all right, I want this person dead, so we're gonna use Alec Baldwin to kill him. Like what? Like to be in that meeting? Like what kind of Ocean's 15 stuff is this?
Right.
Like this, we've jumped the shark. Like no, hear me out. What we're gonna do is we're going to slip in some live ammo in with the armorer, right? At some point, right? At some point, what's going to happen is that's going to end up, we're going to intercept the weapon. We're going to put a live round in it. Then we're going to hand it over to the whatever the other guy was that got charged, right? That handed the gun to Alec Baldwin. We're going to make sure that he gets it. And then we're going to be like, yep, it's a dummy round in there. Nothing crazy. And then he's going to hand it to Alec Baldwin. And then we're going to whisper to Alec Baldwin from somewhere to just implant it into his brain that he needs to rehearse, but point at the person we want to kill. And then that's how we do it. And then everybody's just like, what? 9/11 was easier to plan than this. Like, just kidding.
Somebody playing that, bro. That's all I got to say. Y'all can say what you want to say about it.
That would be impossible to plan. Like, the only way that it would be possible to plan is if Alec Baldwin was in on it.
I ain't saying somebody, maybe they ain't necessarily planning it, but somebody put that bullet in that gun. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it was the armor, because they didn't know what the hell they were doing.
I don't know why
Daddy got them the job.
I don't know why it's such a mystery. Like, y'all taking it so likely. Oh, it's Alec Baldwin. Maybe we shouldn't charge him. We don't know what. Come on, man. If it was anybody, if it was the average Joe, they would have been already in prison.
No, they wouldn't. What?
What? They would. They'd have been gone.
Okay. No.
They'd have been gone a long time ago.
So, first of all, this happened on a movie set, so it wouldn't be some average Joe, right? Second of all, if you went up, right? If we were at a gun range, right? And you were like the head instructor of a gun range, okay? And then I've been working, you trust me to do my job, right?
Yeah.
So I hand you a gun,
right?
And I say, it's loaded with dummy rounds, okay? And then I hand it to you. Normally, you're gonna open it up and check it. You're gonna be like, yeah, okay, all dummy rounds in here.
I'm not gonna check it because I trust you.
You're a professional.
I trust you though, so why I gotta check? Why am I checking the gun?
That's not what I'm saying. You're a professional. You're gonna check it. A professional would check it every time. A person who knows guns is going to check it. It's like somebody hands you a gun, and you're going to make sure there's no round in the chamber.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Somebody who knows guns is going to do that. Now, somebody that doesn't know guns, right? Somebody who's never touched a gun or fired a gun in their life, except for make believe, maybe an airsoft, or when they were kids they went bang bang, stuff like that. You hand them a gun, and you are a professional. This is your job title, is armorer. You handle all of the weapons.
Right.
All of the firearms go through you.
Mm-hmm.
The weapon comes from you, and you go, it's loaded with dummy rounds. You don't know that you should pull out everything and check it and do everything, right?
No.
You're not going to make sure that it's safe, right? You're not going to check and see if there's a firing pin in it. You're not going to check to see the action. You're not going to sit there and discharge it in a safe way. No. You're an actor. You're going to rehearse the scene.
Yeah, I'm
Die,
trying
you
to,
motherfucker!
I'm
Bam!
trying to get this scene over with.
And then all of a sudden, the weapon goes off,
Yeah.
and you shot it. You pointed it in an unsafe direction, and you pulled the trigger. In no way should that be that person's fault in any way.
No,
right?
I'm not saying. I ain't saying he's at fault. What I'm saying is, if it was anybody else, they would have. They would have been charged a lot quicker, a lot sooner. Is what I'm saying.
No, I think it's all the nuance behind it.
It would have been an investigation a lot sooner.
There was an investigation immediately, but I will tell you why it took so long, right? Because the reason why I think he's actually charged is because so many people of the crew walked off that set because of unsafe working conditions, right? So at some point, because he's one of the producers on it, so he's in charge there as well.
Yeah.
That people went, hey, this is unsafe. And they went, well, leave or deal with it. And so they left, right? And they have unions and everything. And they, all of these things were like reported and people talked about all the unsafe working conditions. So this is just another unsafe working condition that ended in a death. This would be like, hey, that giant heavy thing there is getting kind of rusty. Maybe we should do something about it. No. And then it falls and kills somebody. Yeah, they're liable.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
So this is kind of where they're trying to get him, right? In no way do I think he should be charged for anything as far as firing the weapon because, hey, it happened. Like, he didn't know any better. I mean, sure, he could have been in on it, right? He could have known from the start.
We don't know
this is his cover story. This would be brilliant. You get to play the greatest part of your life, an innocent man.
Yeah.
Like,
that's one of them. What's that one movie with Sharon Stone?
Basic Instinct.
Basic Instinct.
Yeah.
Where she wrote the books.
Yeah.
About murdering certain people, her boyfriends, and then she actually did it.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Why would I write a book about killing somebody and actually do it? That's dumb."
Did you see what they did with his book, though? Did you see that?
Whose book?
So OJ's book.
Oh, now we talk about OJ.
Yeah. We'll switch over to OJ real quick. Just because
what happened to his book?
You tied me in.
What happened to it?
So he wrote the book "If I Did It," right?
Yeah, he got accused of doing it, and he even though he was found innocent, he still had to pay millions of dollars to the family because they filed a lawsuit.
Civil case. He
civil
lost that case. But here's the thing. So he wrote a book.
Yeah, I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna say
he wrote a book. No, he didn't say he did it. He said if I did it, and it outlined what would happen if he did do it. Right? Pretty much, it was a full confession. Right? I mean, essentially.
Technically, yeah.
But he can't be charged again because of double jeopardy. Right?
Exactly.
He was found innocent, so he can literally stand out and say, "I killed Nicole Brown Simpson," and then they can't do a thing about it. The only thing that they could get him for is like perjury.
New evidence opens up a new case.
Nope. He was fully found innocent. Doesn't matter. Can't reopen that case. Done. Can't be charged for the same thing twice.
Unless you got new evidence.
Nope. Literally can't.
Okay.
Literally can't. That would only be like if they dropped the charges and then they found new evidence later.
Okay.
Right? Once there's a verdict, that's it. It can't be the same exact crime. Now, if there was another crime because of that new evidence, then they could charge him for the new crime, but not the old crime, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing,
don't kill nobody else.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think he's going to now. I mean, he got arrested and sent up for trying to steal his memorabilia back and all of that. But anyways, the point is he wrote a book saying if I did it, right? Because he still can't come out and say I did it because now he's perjured himself, right?
Right.
He can be charged for perjury because he said on the stand I didn't do it, right? So anyways, he wrote that book that said if I did it. Well, during the civil suit and everything, the family and stuff, people got rights to his book in the lawsuit. So what they did was they changed the cover of the book. So now the book says, I did it in giant letters, but you can't change the name, right? What they did was they changed the picture of it, right? The whole cover. The if is about this big.
Oh, okay.
So it's in the I. So it still says if I did it.
Right.
But it's so tiny you don't see it. And it just says I did it by O.J. Simpson. So, I mean, what do you get from that? And they're well within doing it. That is such like the best, like, we're going to make money
Yeah, they gonna
off your book
they gonna make
when
money
you tried to.
regardless.
Yeah, you tried to make money off of this book, right? Off of, you already like killed 2 people. You're gonna try to make money off it on the back end. No,
Right.
we're gonna take that. We're gonna flip it. Make it look like it says I did it, and we're gonna take all that money from you.
Yeah.
Boom,
That's
kick
what
him,
they
kick
did.
him while he's down.
That's what they did.
So, I mean,
it
that's
goes,
crazy.
Yeah, it goes both ways. It's
Right.
a victim. It's a victim on both sides. Because he lost his kids for a long period of time.
I mean,
Through
yeah,
that trial
murderers
case, bro.
normally should. I mean, to be honest, multiple
But
double murderers.
His whole career was over. Wasn't his football? He was already retired
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah,
but
he was already out.
as far as his movie career though, because he wasn't in
Mhm.
the movie business. That was completely over with.
Again, if you murder somebody in cold blood, you probably shouldn't be working in the industry anymore. If you're not locked up, I would hope you're like doing something in like a factory somewhere or something, and that's all you can get. To be honest, I mean, unless you are, you were young and
Hey.
we change. But
Hey, if the glove don't fit, you must quit.
yeah, you know what that also helped bring into
Hey,
this world?
hey, you wanna know what's funny though? Tell me why. I gotta say this. Tell me why he had on a pair of gloves already, trying on another pair of gloves.
Yeah, because that's how you win that case, right?
Of course they don't fit.
Yeah. You want to know what the worst thing the O.J. Simpson trial brought us in the future?
What?
Because I mean,
I gotta hear this.
Nicole Brown Simpson, that was him killing 2 people was already
Allegedly.
bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
allegedly. I mean, he was found. He was found.
he was
innocent.
found
We
innocent
gotta-
of it,
we
but
gotta
yeah,
throw that in
yeah.
there.
So, anyways, if he did it,
Man, they about to cancel us.
Right.
This one, dog.
we're going after OJ. I don't think many people are going to be like, "Oh no, report." I mean, if whatever you think, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah,
let us know
like,
in the
comment,
comments.
and subscribe.
Anyways, all 5 of you watching this right now, you know who you are. Anyways,
Why? We know y'all.
yeah. No, actually, I think we got like 12 views the last one. I mean, we don't put this out to try to gain a bunch of views or anything like that. We just do it because we're already going to be doing it. So why not?
We're gonna do it regardless.
So it's either us sitting here talking or, and recording it, or us chilling and talking anyways. Why not record it and put it out there, and then we can look back on it in like 15 years if YouTube's still around and we laugh.
Right.
So
We want to leave something for our kids to watch to remember us. by.
no.
They're going to see this. They're going to see it.
They will at some point. Go back to bed. What'd I say? Anyways, no, what I was going to say is the worst thing that the trial part brought us is the Kardashians.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kim Kardashian. Woo.
I hope that she wakes up every morning and thanks Ray J. You know what I mean? Because that's the only reason why she's famous. It's the only reason why she's famous.
I hit it first. But that's what he. That boy was mad. He was mad, man.
Ray J's got to feel pretty proud that, he's been in the same places that Kanye has,
Yeah. Kanye, man. I don't know, man, about that.
No?
Adidas signed a deal, though, to sell $500 million worth of shoes before they actually cancel his whole contract out, though. They did come to some type of agreement.
Oh. That's cool.
Which they had to, because they did sign a contract with the guy, even though he made some comments that they did not like. But
you saw the statement that they put out where they said, yeah, you signed the contract, we have all the rights, so we literally don't have to pay you anything, and you can literally go away. Adidas was in full control of that.
You want to know something else too, though? They lost millions of dollars when they canceled that contract, and they sitting on all these shoes now they can't sell. Now they want to get rid of some.
Yeah, but you know who it hurts ultimately in the long run?
Who?
Kanye. Because you can't sell Yeezys because the name, you don't own it. The design, you don't own it. right?
Well,
Adidas owns it all.
that's
They
his,
could shelf it tomorrow.
that's
They
it.
won't because they make a bunch of money on it. But Adidas,
He
they're
owns
not
he
hurting
owns a
for
certain
money.
no, but he owns a certain percentage where they can't just sell everything without paying them legally.
No, but they can cancel the. They can cancel just doing it, right? They can just shelf them all. They can just say we're not selling them anymore.
Yeah, that's what they initially did.
Yeah, they can say we're not going to.
That's
sell.
what they did.
No, what they did was they said we're not going to continue our partnership with you. You're not getting a dime. Bye, right? Which they actually had bent him over a barrel before and went with that, right? So he had no power in that deal, right? He thought he did probably, but he didn't. And Adidas showed it when they were like, "Bye." I mean,
No,
they weren't going to align themselves with his comments because I mean, those were idiotic comments for somebody of his spotlight, of somebody of his like importance. You know what I mean? With as big of a voice as he has,
Right.
I don't care what you believe in, right? if you put yourself as a celebrity and then you are an influencer to hundreds of millions of people probably, right? You have to be responsible with what you say. Right? I don't care if you believe in the Illuminati and you think that they're out to kill you or blah 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 blah. You don't need to be voicing that to the public, right? I mean, you could be writing it down and storing it somewhere for, somebody to pull out, in the event of your death, and some like recordings and shit like that is like a backup, you know? But you shouldn't be just going out publicly, just throwing yourself down a rabbit hole, making yourself seem insane because you're off your bipolar meds.
Yeah, he said a lot
destroying
of
your own family.
A lot of the medications he was taking had side effects, man.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, where are the people around you that are supposed to like chill you out and be like, all right, we're going to take you to an island and like chill you out? Because everybody surrounds themselves with yes men around that, Yeah. The only people around them just say yes.
There ain't no real friends when you making a lot of money like that. That's when you know where your real family, your real friends come in, is when somebody's there to say, hey, look, man, you going to have to chill out. What can I do to help you?
Yeah. If I ever get famous, right, and I start spouting off the stuff that like Kanye was spouting off, I hope somebody like comes up and knocks me the fuck out and then loads me into my own private jet and then flies me out in the middle of nowhere to my private island that nobody knows about and then just tells the plane to take off. And the only way I can get off or talk to anybody or have cell signal is if I swim like 300 miles to the nearest island until I'm like under control. Like, I would hope that somebody would do that. And if nobody did, then when I actually get through that, I hope when he, like, fully comes out of everything, he fires everybody around him that let that happen. Because that should have never happened. Hey. Somebody should have, like, been like, shut the fuck up.
He felt like he was in America. He had freedom of speech, so he just started talking.
Freedom of speech is not what you think. That's not freedom of speech.
You can't talk and say what you want to say, obviously. Because if you do that, then they're going to come after you and take everything you got.
You can say whatever the hell you want to say, and the government isn't supposed to be able to stop you, right? That's freedom of speech. That's the First Amendment. Government or government employees shall not infringe upon that right. They shouldn't silence you in any way. Freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, right? They can't tell you that. They can't tell you to shut up. Like a cop when, you're out there, saying something, as long as you're not like actually creating a disturbance and blah, 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 blah. You can walk up to a cop. You can say, fuck you, pig. All of that's freedom of speech.
They're going to beat your ass with their billy club.
Exactly. And then you're going to make $1 million. And
put their knee on your motherfucking neck.
And then
take your ass to jail if you're still alive.
And then you're going to record it and somebody's going to make $10 million, right? Because you violated First Amendment. That's what these First Amendment auditors.
Hopefully somebody record it.
Like, have you ever seen the YouTube videos for like Audit the Audit? And stuff like that. They're First Amendment auditors. These guys go out to antagonize. Some of them go out to antagonize cops to try to get lawsuits. But
I'm pretty sure they do.
Those dudes are ridiculous.
Yeah,
but
I'm not playing with no cops, man, at all, bro. Like, I'm not about to put myself in a position where
that's
I'm
a
gonna
dangerous
let
hobby.
You and your partners try to shoot me or intimidate me because y'all got badges. I'm not even gonna put myself in that situation for what? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
For what? Because if I'm dead and gone, after y'all done did what y'all did, who gonna take care of my kids and my family? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they'll
You
be
know what I'm
like $20
saying?
million rich.
Is the
but
police department gonna take care of my kids
well, the
while I'm
lawsuit.
dead?
Well,
Hell
yeah.
nah.
No, the money that
That
they
money
pay
ain't
for the
gonna be enough,
lawsuit.
bruh. That money
You
ain't
know,
gonna be enough
I
for no
mean,
lifetime.
no, I mean, I
Yeah,
agree.
you know what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
like, yeah, I'm
I know
not
what you're
about
saying. I
to.
agree.
I ain't about
On
to
a
do
serious
all
level.
that, bruh.
But here's the thing. What I'm saying is, the government isn't supposed to be able to do that, right? You can start talking, and if somebody walked up to you and just disrespected you to the point where you're going to punch them in the face, you can't. You're not infringing upon their First Amendment rights.
Right.
If somebody comes to your house on your property
Yeah.
and says something you don't like, you have the ability to kick them the fuck out
Yeah.
and say, it's because you said this. That is not First Amendment. You're on private property. If you go into a McDonald's and start saying things that they don't want, you have no First Amendment right inside of McDonald's because you're on private property.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
If you're on Twitter, you don't have a First Amendment right because you're on Twitter servers. That's not your property. They're not the government.
People don't understand that, man.
You know? Now, what will happen is the platform will get flack for it. Twitter will get flack. YouTube, TikTok, whoever is actually publishing that and putting that out, right? They will get all of the attention and all of the problems.
Right.
That's what happened with YouTube with the adpocalypse and stuff, right? So they start putting all these really weird ads attached to these things that shouldn't have gone together, right? And then everybody was like, well, this is screwed up, and they pulled everything out. So they saw like, Friendly Company A was on a bunch of like content for like people showing guns and shooting guns. They didn't believe in guns.
Right.
So they weren't happy about that. So they left, they were on their own property. They were filming. They have they have the right to have those weapons. They have the right to say the things that they said on their property. Once it goes on YouTube, you're on YouTube's property, and they can go, you know what? We don't like the content because it's going to be bad for advertising. That's how we make money. There you go. Right?
Delete that shit.
YouTube is not free. YouTube is not free. Channels that are big on YouTube, they're not free. Even if they don't have a subscription, they're not free to watch because you have to give some of your time in an ad to support that channel. So, I mean, the whole like, I have freedom of speech, like, come on. You do.
Hey,
when it comes to the government.
If you don't work in the White House, you ain't got freedom of speech.
No. I mean, yeah. You're under like NDAs and secret and top secret, all that SCI stuff. And, yeah, you lose that freedom pretty quick as far as that goes. But you can still have, whatever religion and everything like that. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a touchy subject because so many people get things wrong. They interpret things wrong, and then they echo that. Like somebody's like, "Yeah, I heard that from somebody else. That that's against freedom of speech." And it's like, no, it's not. And then they tell 7 other people, and those 7 tell 7 other people each, and then it spreads like wildfire. And it's just misinformation. It's bad. But just know, you can say whatever you want, whenever you want. You're gonna experience consequences at some point. Whether that's from somebody punching you in the face or you being arrested for something dumb.
Don't piss Adidas off or Versace or anybody else that's rich and famous.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, everybody was expecting him to end up in a ditch because all of these super powerful people that run the world, in the shadows and stuff, were gonna get him for speaking the truth. Well,
they ain't gonna waste their time, bro. They got bigger fish.
I mean,
to get at.
Even if they did, that would be the dumbest move ever. Is like, oh, I'm calling all of these super powerful people out. I'm gonna be dead next week, and they're like, yeah, kill him. And they're like, see, we knew it was gonna happen. And then they're like,
yeah, right, yeah,
like, no, don't kill him.
Hey, they ain't gonna slip you that Mickey.
Yeah. You're gonna have heart failure.
I woke up, I got cancer today. I don't know how I got it.
Yeah. They're just hovering over him with an irradiator, just put some cobalt on him.
You can't even go to the hospital now. Ain't no telling what they might put through your IV.
What?
That's an Eazy-E shit.
It's the Eazy-E shit.
Hey, it is what it is.
All right. Enlighten me on the Eazy-E shit, because I want to hear this.
Well, look, tell me how this man went to the hospital
Yep.
and was diagnosed with full-blown AIDS and died.
Would you like me to tell you how?
And died within days.
Would you like me to tell you how?
Who you know with full-blown AIDS just die instantly like that in that short period of time?
People who refuse to be diagnosed.
So you saying that he didn't get checked out soon enough?
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
That
been
ain't,
well documented that he was
not
sick
the
for a
case.
long
that
time.
Ain't the case because everybody that was around him
Said
was
that he was
saying
getting
that
sick.
he was they was saying he was partying,
Yeah.
acting, doing shows.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he might have been coughing, had a cold or whatnot, but it wasn't that serious. But either way you look at it, bro, you ain't dying from no fucking AIDS within days. If he went to the hospital and they said, look, you got full blown AIDS, that's all right. Well, here's some medication and let you live a little longer. How you just die in a matter of days?
Bro, when he went to the hospital.
No, I'm gonna tell you. Look, they didn't give that man the proper treatment that he needed. If he did have full blown AIDS, if they didn't put it in his IV and give it to him, we don't know what happened. But even if he did, they did not give him the treatment.
AIDS.
They did not give him the treatment that he was supposed to get.
There's
and
no
they
treatment.
Let that man die.
There's no treatment. Especially then, there was no treatment. There's now like an AIDS cocktail that like keeps people like alive.
Man.
But then they didn't have shit. Plus, when he went to the hospital, that wasn't the first time that he collapsed. He wasn't good before that. Like, no matter, I don't know. I've seen so much.
AIDS in a matter of days. Not nobody famous.
He didn't die from AIDS in a matter of days. He died from over time from having it. He had HIV for a long time. It went into full blown AIDS.
There's no proof of when he had HIV though. That's a theory.
Correct. It's not a theory. You don't get AIDS without HIV.
I'm saying there's no proof of him having HIV.
You don't get AIDS without HIV.
There's no proof of how long he had HIV before he got full blown AIDS. Is what I'm saying.
Right, because it was probably a long time. You don't know,
come on, man.
but you don't get injected with AIDS and then die within days. That's not how it works.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. But look, listen.
He wasn't injected.
I'm gonna tell you something else too. He was in the process before all that happened. He was in the process of trying to get his masters, trying to get his rights to his music. And when he was telling them, like, look, I need my masters, I need my rights. Now all of a sudden, he majorly ill in the hospital because at that time he would have been the first hip hop artist to have complete ownership of his music at that time as far as rappers go.
Didn't Ice Cube have his masters from after he split with NWA? Didn't he own all his music?
I don't know if he owned all his music.
I'm pretty sure
he
he
might
owned
have owned
all
a percentage of it.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember exactly.
But yeah, same era.
Yeah,
I mean, I just.
No, what I'm saying is
man,
he couldn't have been injected because that doesn't happen
like that
quick.
Happen, man.
I don't care what super AIDS. I don't care what super AIDS they put into him, unless they were like changing his blood completely out, and then while they were doing that, and he was on like, what's the shit they give you when your kidneys are failing? Dialysis.
Dialysis.
Running new like stuff through, and they were on like a heart bypass running AIDS infected blood through you for like 3 days. You're not going to end up that sick that quick. It was a slow progressive thing.
I just feel like they could have did more for him. That's all I'm saying. You know, as far as treatment goes.
I mean, if I come to you,
had the best treatment.
If I come to you with a candle that's this big, and I go, "Hey, I need you to save this candle."
Here we go.
You know what I mean?
Here we go with the scenarios.
You gonna save that candle? No, it's gone. Like, sorry.
I'm gonna save that candle. I'm saving that candle.
You throw enough millions at me, I'm saving the candle. I don't know.
No candle loss.
I guess we'll never know. R.I.P. Eazy-E.
Rest in peace, Eazy-E.
That's right. I think that's a good spot to end it.
Yeah, I think it's a good spot to end too.
Eazy-E and AIDS.
Rest in peace.
That hard-hitting comedy. You know. Poor Eazy though. That sucks. All right. Well, let's see how this goes.
Peace out. Y'all have a good night.
Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment. You know,
Give us some feedback. Let us know. Give us some topics y'all want to talk about, like y'all want to hear us talk about, and we'll talk about it.
if you watch this and you don't comment, did you really watch this? Come on.
No, you didn't watch it, because if you watched it, you would have commented.
All right. Peace.